Greeting from cloud-plusplus. In this video, we are going to learn about AWS CloudTrail, a service that makes it easier to ensure compliance with internal policies and regulatory standards. AWS CloudTrail is a web service that records activity made on your account and delivers log files to your S3 bucket. CloudTrail provides visibility into user activity by recording actions taken on your account. Activities are actions taken by user, role or an AWS service and are recorded as events. These actions are taken through AWS Console, AWS CLI or AWS SDKs and APIs. Actions such as who made the request, the services used, the actions performed, parameters for the actions, and the response elements returned by the AWS service. This information helps you to track changes made to your AWS resources and to troubleshoot operational issues. You can create two types of trails. 1. A trail that applies to all regions. Applying a trail to all regions will record AWS account activity in all regions. This setting also applies to any new regions that are added. 2. A trail that applies to one region that will record AWS account activity in that region only. You can create multiple trails in a region, with an objective to serve different stakeholders such as security administrators, software developers and IT auditors. For example, a security administrator can create a trail that applies to all regions and configure encryption using one KMS key. A developer can create a trail that applies to one region for troubleshooting operational issues. Now let's understand benefits of AWS CloudTrail. It provides visibility into your AWS account activity. Having all the activities logged, you can analyze and respond to changes in your AWS resources. It helps to enable governance, compliance and operational and risk auditing of your AWS account. Thus, makes it easier to ensure compliance with internal policies and regulatory standards. This information helps you to track changes made to your AWS resources and to troubleshoot operational issues. By default, CloudTrail log files are encrypted using S3 server-side encryption and placed into your S3 bucket. You can control access to log files by applying IMOR S3 bucket policies. You can add an additional layer of security by enabling S3 multi-factor authentication delete on your S3 bucket. CloudTrail Insights events helps you identify unusual activity in your AWS account such as spikes in resource provisioning, bursts of IAM actions, or gaps in periodic maintenance activity. CloudTrail Insights uses machine learning models that continuously monitor CloudTrail events for abnormal activity. When abnormal activity is detected, CloudTrail Insights events are shown in the console and delivered to CloudWatch events, your S3 bucket, and optionally to CloudWatch logs group, making it easy to create alerts and integrate with existing event management and workflow systems. CloudTrail log file integrity validation feature allows you to determine whether a CloudTrail log file was unchanged, deleted, or modified since CloudTrail delivered it to the specified S3 bucket. You can use the log file integrity validation as an aid in your IT security and auditing processes. Management events provide information about management operations that are performed on resources in your AWS account. For example, configuring security by attaching IAM policy through API operations. Configuring rules for routing data through EC to create subnet API operations. Setting up logging through Create Trail API operations. These events are limited to management events with create, modify, and delete API calls and account activity. Data events provide insights into the resource operations performed on or within the resource itself. Data events are disabled by default when you configure a trail. To record CloudTrail data events, you must explicitly add the supported resources or resource types you want to collect activity on. S3 data events represent API activity on S3 objects. To get CloudTrail to record these actions, you specify a S3 bucket in the data events section when creating a new trail. Any API actions on the objects within the specified S3 bucket are recorded by CloudTrail. AWS Lambda data events record execution activity of your Lambda functions. With Lambda data events, you can get details on Lambda function executions, such as the IAM user or service that made the invoke API call, when the call was made, and which function was executed. Thank you for your time. This gives you good overview of CloudTrail. If you want to get thoroughly prepared for AWS certification exams, do visit www.cloud-plusplus.com/training.